Today, from Columbus, Ohio, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Columbus Caps versus Dak Prescott and the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays,
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here come the Bengals now to take over. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Caps have taken the early lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finished finish things off.
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play action now. Prescott going deep here for Allen. Touchdown Bengals. That's caught. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Open target, here is Matthews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown! Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Caps have moved out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That goes out wide to Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Tony. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Jackson on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump off. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
throwing now. Jackson on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen.
This is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure. Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Caps are able to extend their lead.
A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Allen's got it complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, it's Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here is some of the
second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Play action. It's Jackson.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, this will leave them with first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give, right side. Funk. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Jackson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Caps take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. The touchdown at Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. To throw again on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Kyle Duggar
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Throwing, Prescott. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a 2,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
the interception. Here's Prescott. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down.
Prescott now. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. Prescott yet again. They shakes him off. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Prescott. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll get this one out.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the right side with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Prescott. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First down, Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Complete to Hilton. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Allen's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the home team here, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.